German trenches, St. Mihiel, 1918, soldiers hear a strange roar. Look up as F-22 streaks past, shattering a Fokker D-7. F-22 dives at Mach 1.2. Sonic boom shakes trenches. German soldiers clutch ears. Horses panic. Units scatter in chaos. St. Mihiel, September 12, 1918. Muddy trenches, barbed wire. Poison gas drifts over a war-torn battlefield. American doughboys crawl through mud, dodging artillery shells that explode, tearing earth and men apart. German machine gunners fire relentlessly from fortified bunkers, smoke and fire rising from their positions. Allied air armada of 1/1400 planes, Spads, Sopwith Camels, DH-4s, fills the sky above St. Mihiel. Eddie Rickenbacker, in his Spad 13, leads American pilots with confidence through the cloudy skies. German Fokker D-7 observation planes guide artillery, circling above the battlefield with precision. Veteran German pilots weave through anti-aircraft fire, landing skillfully on muddy fields by moonlight. General Billy Mitchell commands Allied air forces, pointing at a strategic map in his tent. A map shows troop movements, red and blue arrows marking German and American lines. The battlefield. Thousands of soldiers, artillery barrages, and biplanes roaring in a chaotic clash. Gray clouds loom over St. Mihiel, signaling the brutal battle about to unfold below. American soldiers check rifles and bayonets, preparing for a grueling assault on German lines. A silver F-22 Raptor emerges from clouds, its sleek form gleaming faintly in dim light. F-22 pilot scans avionics, radar screens glowing, readying for combat in an alien era. F-22 cruises at Mach 1.5, outpacing Fokker D-7's sluggish 120 miles per hour effortlessly. F-22 climbs to 20,000 feet in 2 minutes. Fokker D-7 struggles for 18 minutes. F-22's 20mm Vulcan cannon fires 100 rounds per second, shredding wooden biplanes instantly. A German plane disintegrates mid-air, wooden fragments and canvas scattering like confetti. F-22's fly-by-wire system adjusts thousands of times per second, ensuring unmatched precision. German pilots wrestle manual control sticks, canvas wings shaking in turbulent air. F-22's radar-guided missiles fail to lock onto wooden biplanes, registering no signal. Sidewinder missiles circle aimlessly, unable to track cool piston engines of 1918. F-22 resorts to dogfighting, relying solely on its devastating Vulcan cannon. F-22 slows to avoid stalling, still outpacing German planes' maximum speed. F-22 pulls a 9G turn, impossible for World War I pilots to survive. A German observation plane explodes, struck by F-22's precise Vulcan burst. German pilots scream into radios, reporting an invisible enemy tearing through their ranks. F-22 streaks past a German squadron, leaving a long white contrail behind. German soldiers on the ground stare upward, awestruck by the jet's blinding speed. F-22 loops through clouds, aligning for another deadly attack run. F-22 Charlie 22 dives at Mach 1.8. Einsatz when 1.2. Sonic boom, shattering German trenches, soldiers reeling. German troops clutch bleeding ears, drop rifles, and flee in utter panic. Horses pulling German artillery bolt wildly, disrupting cannon fire in chaos. German officers struggle to track F-22's speed on outdated maps, failing completely. Radio chatter erupts. Silver Demon, faster than sound, spreads panic among Germans. F-22 obliterates another Fokker D-7 squadron, planes bursting into flames mid-air. Debris from German planes rains onto trenches, terrifying surviving soldiers below. German pilots refuse to take off, paralyzed by fear of the steel monster. German infantry abandon posts, retreating in disorder as morale collapses. F-22 makes another supersonic pass, intensifying psychological pressure on German forces. Battlefield overview. German lines crumble. Soldiers fleeing in all directions. Eddie Rickenbacker, in his SPAD 13, watches the F-22 in stunned disbelief. Billy Mitchell receives frantic reports of a mysterious, unstoppable aircraft. American troops advance, exploiting the chaos sown by the F-22's attacks. F-22 expends its 480 Vulcan rounds after 12 devastating attack runs. F-22 pilot switches to sonic boom tactics, diving low to disrupt Germans. A German cannon lies abandoned, its crew fleeing in terror. American soldiers seize German positions with ease, advancing rapidly. F-22 streaks overhead, leaving a white contrail that terrifies German troops. Germans whisper of the Silver Demon, fear spreading through trenches. German officers despair, unable to organize a counterattack against the jet. American troops cheer, pushing deeper into shattered German defenses. F-22 circles high above, observing the chaotic battlefield below it. German soldiers flee into forests, abandoning weapons and artillery pieces. F-22's ammunition is gone, with fuel for only 1 hour remaining. F-22 pilot scans for a landing strip, finding only muddy fields. World War I airfields, grassy, uneven, far too short for F-22. F-22 makes an emergency landing on a dirt road near Allied lines. F-22's tires tear on rough dirt, kicking up dust and debris. American engineers surround the F-22, marveling at its futuristic design. F-22's engine, titanium alloys and carbon fiber, incomprehensible to 1918. 1918 kerosene, impure lamp oil, would destroy F-22's delicate turbines. Vulcan cannon, no 20mm rounds exist. Its feed system baffles engineers. F-22 pilot tries explaining technology, but Americans stare in confusion. F-22 sits idle, a useless metal relic in a muddy field. American soldiers pose for photos with the F-22, awestruck by it. Billy Mitchell inspects the F-22, realizing it cannot be reused. German planes halt flights, fearing the F-22's sudden returns. St. Mihiel offensive ends early. American victory with minimal casualties. German soldiers recount the Silver Demon as a terrifying legend. F-22 is covered, towed to a nearby Allied storage shed. F-22 pilot stands by his jet, helpless, watching the battlefield. American engineers dismantle F-22, unable to grasp its complex structure. Battlefield returns to normal. Biplanes, machine guns, and artillery fire. F-22 fades to a fleeting memory, unable to alter the war. American soldiers discuss the future plane in their tents at night. World War I rages on. Germany surrenders in November 1918. F-22 ensured St. Mihiel's victory, but the war's course persists. American troops celebrate, fully occupying shattered German trenches. SPAD and Sopwith Camel squadrons continue dogfights in the sky. Eddie Rickenbacker becomes a legend, silent about the F-22. F-22 is forgotten, a whispered tale in muddy trenches. Battlefield smokes, filled with biplanes and artillery. No F-22. F-22 proved technology's power, but logistics limit its impact. F-22 lies abandoned in a shed, gathering dust over time. Germans pass down Silver Demon stories to future generations. What do you think would happen next? Share your thoughts. Curious about a modern helicopter in Vietnam? Watch our next videos. Tons.